Contouring has become a controversial subject, with some arguing that it's not really required. Well, that's true for everyday makeup. Contouring certainly has its benefits, and it can bring out the best features in you. I'm going to focus on contouring for mature skin today and show you how you can erase years of your age by simply contouring. I have a contour kit which I'm going to use obviously today, my color, and I'll start off with the cheeks. So remember, for anti-aging or for mature skin, you want to create a lift. So because the skin naturally sags as we age, you want to counter that. So with the cheeks, instead of going a downward movement like that, as you sometimes do need with younger skin, depending on the shape of the face naturally, we'll try and create a little half circle, and that lifts us upwards basically. I'll show you how. So using a brush, so I'm going to create that semicircle or half moon, and you see how it's already giving me cheekbones that are lifted up. So the same on the other side. And you can use any brush that you're used to. I like using this, and sometimes an angled brush like this brush. This just requires more blending, whereas this one you can apply it and then blend it out on its own, as I'll show you in a minute. And then we outline the shape of the face. So often we have sagginess here, and if you've noticed that when you were younger, you might have had a thinner shape, even if you hadn't put on weight, the face starts to become more square around here, and that's again the sagging of the skin that just gravity pulls down. So it's ideal to contour that side as well, so to create a thinner shape. And again, it depends very much on your shape and whether you have what they call a double chin, which I don't really like to use the phrase of, but anyway, this really shows you the shape of the face that I've created to myself. Okay, and then with the forehead, it's not really necessary to contour it. It just really depends on the shape again and the size of your forehead and the width. So because I don't have a really wide forehead, I'm just going to give it that circle, that heart shape, if you like. So I'm just going to start on the temple, and really finely. I don't really need a heavy contour on that at all. And the same on the other side. And you see I've got a semicircle there. Okay, now we blend this part out. Now for contouring the nose. The nose grows with us and sags as well as the rest of the face, unfortunately. So it depends how wide your nose is, but in my case I like to thin it up. So I draw a line from the top of the bridge, not all the way to the eyebrows, because I find that that will make my nose seem even longer. So again, it depends very much so on the shape you have. Okay, and on the other side, trying to create a straight line, which is a bit hard because I do have this little bump there. Okay, and then because it droops down as well, I like to cut it off there, pretending that I have a shorter nose. And then, the reason I'm using an angled brush is because it makes it easy for me to maneuver in the difficult to reach areas which the normal contour brush that I use for the cheeks and the rest of the face can't reach. So I'll show you why in a minute. So I've applied a little bit of powder on the tip, just a tiny bit, and now what I'm going to do is, because I want to thin the nose or give a thinner appearance of my nose, I'm going to draw the nostrils. So I'm going to go just a little bit over where it actually ends. Okay. Okay, and there you have it. And then of course everything needs to be blended in nicely. and for that I use the bigger brush. Okay, so that's blended out nicely. Now for the highlighter. Use the lighter shade, and I go for the banana one in the center. And I'll apply that under the eyes and underneath the cheekbones. I'll show you why. If you apply it under the cheekbones, it'll just reinforce the height of the cheekbone, making it look higher. Okay, and then depending on, that's really not necessary, that part here, but if you're going for a special event and you really want to go all the way, sure, by all means go for it. Okay, then the bridge of the nose. And of course underneath the eyes. Now this is not a shimmery powder, okay, so this is just matte. Just going to highlight underneath my eyes so I don't look tired. With that same highlighter, even though I've applied eyeshadow on already, as you know, I like to use it just underneath the eyebrows, and that really just gives it a lift. For that part you can actually use the shimmery color, that's okay. Gives it a nice highlight. And there you have it. And finally, don't forget to apply the blusher. With the blusher, don't go all the way to the nose. So just on the apple of your cheeks and outwards and up. And please also remember not to get too close to the eyes, so do not extend it to the bone where your eye socket begins. Please don't do that. I don't think it ever looks attractive, to be honest with you. So just on the apples of the cheeks, on the cheekbone lower, just to reinforce the contour of the cheekbone. And there you have it.